introduce you guys to my girlfriend. Okay. I might as well introduce you guys to my girlfriend. Everybody's showing off, everybody's showing things. I feel like I want to show you guys something. Come on. Come here, just come here. Here's my girlfriend. Her name is Literature. Sorry, she's a little shy. She's a little shy. I want to make it very clear. What you just saw on this individual's YouTube, it's like we went back to 2019. Lost, confusion. Now, I didn't think it was staged until we got to the end. And real quick insert, this is going to be probably my last video on this channel because I found another path, or my path found me, whatever one. I wanted to just share my thoughts just to individuals that are still influenced by individuals as who I'm talking about. You know, I'm a big advocate of staying grounded. I'm a big advocate of balance and awareness. And, you know, I feel like when I am ever bragging or boasting, I can feel that, right? So when I watched this individual's video, that's exactly what I felt from the beginning. You know, it's cool, gazer, all that's cool. But as the video continued, we don't need to see your trainers behind. You don't need to show. You're saying you don't want to show her off, but you still continue to show her off in the same video, right? So these are just indicators that tell me at least where these individuals are. Because look, I decided to turn on the camera. I'm deciding right now. I decided and I continue to decide what I want to say to you guys. So clearly, you know, we have control of this narrative, especially when the camera's on. So as the video continues, you know, this being goes back inside and, oh, I hope she doesn't fall in love with me. That's what happens, da-da-da-da-da. You know, whenever they fall in love with me, I realize that they just want to drain me, da-da-da-da-da. Mind you, and again, I like to drink, you know, occasionally, you know, once in a while. So, you know, they're in the house, they're drinking wine, which is fine. I might drink some wine tonight, actually, now. But just kind of getting to the point, I can still see that this individual is still here for the clout, is still here for the money, is still here for the attention, right? And that's fine. You know, I think everybody has the choice to live life as they want. But for anybody out there that is still being captivated, that is still being distracted by this, let me let you know right now, there's only two ways that you're going to be able to really tap into your higher self, and you're going to be able to develop and keep developing not only your individuality but your greatness, right? Through literature and through just yourself in quiet, in silence. Okay? So getting back to this end of this video, as the video ended, he brought her on camera, started asking her a question or two, and then right there, that's when I knew that this video was fake. And the question that he asked her, I don't know how it came out, but she basically said, "I love you." And he's like, "What?" She's like, "I love you." And he's like, "What do you mean, spiritually?" She's like, "Spiritually, physically, emotionally, I love you." And then he just ran inside, fake cried, and the video ended, right? So clearly I knew, I mean, it's clear, it's very clear to see that that was a staged video. Just the way that she voiced herself, how easy it was. It just kind of went out like, it was like, oh, we're gonna plan this, right? It just didn't feel organic. I don't have the words to explain, but I can feel for a fact it just wasn't organic. So again, I put this video on here. This probably is gonna be my last video, at least for now, at least on this channel, just because I'm going in another direction. I'm going in another direction. So for all you guys that still continue to support me, I hope you know that I appreciate you. I'm sure you do know, and if you don't, you can look into my eyes, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And I don't wanna really give you guys advice, but at least I don't wanna share with you what I'm doing either. But I'll at least say this. Right now, you can see my energy, right? You can see my energy. I'm not acting, I'm on here. This is probably one of the most authentic, genuine videos I've ever made. Right now, the energy's really shifting. It's really shifting. I don't want to get into trigger buzzwords. I'm not going to talk about astrology. But right now, it's really shifting. And there's only two ways you can go. You can deny what's going on within yourself. You can deny the changes within the old habits that you thought were fulfilling you. You can deny those, or you can accept these changes that are going on within you, and you can follow that white light, so to speak, into greatness, into enlightenment, into your true self. And then that work starts. And then that true work starts, right? For an example, there's still people that are trying to break out entirely, right? 99% isn't entirely ascension, isn't entirely into your full self. I'm 110, 125% kind of person, at least 100, right? So I believe that as we continue on this path into greater understanding, into being our only resource, it gets more challenging at that same time as we continue. But right there, that's a sign that you're going the right direction and to keep moving forward. I'll break this down. Quick story. Yesterday, I don't know what was going on with the energy. I was left, right, up, down, all the way around. But to make a long story short, I still force myself to go out into public, to still go out into the gym, as I do always. I still, even though I was feeling a little bit incongruent, a little indifferent, I still held the conversations with the people that I was talking to that know me in the gym. I still showed face. I still came and trusted in my path and in my journey. And I think, and I know it sounds like, oh, okay, yeah, I do that every day. We all do that every day. But when you start to realize that you're still here performing no matter what, no matter how you feel, because at the end of the day, you still have full control on how you feel. You have control on whether or not you want to entertain the thoughts that are flowing through your head. There's like 84,000 plus thoughts, right, that flow through our head daily. You have the choice to entertain the percentage of those thoughts that actually influence you into the direction that you want to go. So after I went to the gym, I felt a little weird, especially when I wasn't in a set, especially when I wasn't working out and I was resting in between sets. I felt a little weird. I have to go over into the corner. I have to go into areas just because I can feel my energy. I can feel people looking at me, right? I can feel people wondering what I'm thinking. I can see people looking at me through the reflection in the mirror, trying to just figure me out. I can see it. I can feel it. And as you are probably feeling these similar things, I encourage you to use these opportunities to break off the shackles of caring about what other people feel about you, especially as we're going right now, because it gets tricky. As we continue to spiral up, at the same time, we have people trying to bring us down. Not even intentionally, right? Just with how they're programmed. We're literally living in two worlds, right? We're living in the old world, where the people are still getting everything, where the people are still now, and we're also living in this new world, whereas right here, where we're talking about things like this, where we're following our path and our path only, where we're taking advice, using it and morphing it into our own knowledge. So I hope everybody is doing well, and I promise you, I'm still here for you. Even though I'm not reaching out, I'm not talking, I'm still liking the comments, I'm still here for you guys. And I promise you, I can assure you that what we're doing over here, actually I can't assure you that. I can't really assure you anything. But what I can say is, follow your heart, take care of yourself, and keep that lens on. keep that lens on. Because as we continue to pierce through this game we call life, it's going to really start to turn into a video game. All the other stuff, OFUs, flip that around, right? OFUs, flip that word around. Get ready, because this is about to be a cinematic show. Where's Michael Bay, right? This is really about to get interesting. It's not going to get crazy, it's going to get interesting. Crazy is doing something every day that you don't want to do. 9 to 5. So anyway, before I get myself in trouble, I appreciate those of you that are listening. I wish you all love and light. And I'll see you soon. Take care.